This happened to me 2 years ago in Pretoria. I used to take taxis home late after work, never thought much about it. But I got into a taxi that didn't exist, and to this day, I still don't know where it took me. It was a Friday night, one of those quiet nights after rain. The streets were wet, reflecting the streetlights like broken glass. I had just finished a double shift at the restaurant and missed the last train, so I walked to the taxi rank, hoping to catch one of the late minibuses heading toward Mamelodi. The rank was almost empty, just a few taxis lined up and the smell of petrol hanging in the air. Then I saw one, a white minibus with faded blue stripes, engine running, headlights dim. The driver leaned out the window, face hidden under a cap. "Are you going east?" I asked. He just nodded. Greater than I climbed in. There were about 7 other passengers. Everyone was quiet. No music, no chatter, no phones. I sat in the second row, and that's when I noticed none of them were looking at me. They all faced forward, stiff, motionless. The driver didn't say the usual, "How many in front?" or "Where are you going?" Nothing. He just started driving. The sound of the tires against the wet road was the only thing I heard. After about 10 minutes, I realized I didn't recognize the route. We should have turned left by the Engen station, but we went straight into an unfamiliar road, dark with no streetlights. I leaned forward and said, "Excuse me, driver, where exactly are we going?" He didn't answer. None of the passengers moved. And that's when the smell hit me. A faint smell of ashes and something like burnt rubber. I looked out the window and for a second I thought I saw another taxi driving right next to us. But it wasn't on the road. It was floating. Greater than my heart was pounding. I tried to speak, but my throat went dry. I tapped the shoulder of the man sitting next to me. His head turned and slowly, and I'll never forget what I saw. His eyes were gray. Not white, not blind. Gray like dust had filled them. His lips moved, but I didn't hear anything, just air. Then all at once, everyone in the taxi turned their heads toward me. Together. I shouted, "Stop the taxi! I want to get out." The driver looked at me through the rearview mirror. His mouth didn't move, but I heard his voice inside my head. "You already got off." Greater than I woke up, lying on the sidewalk near the taxi rank, Mikey. My phone was dead, my clothes were wet. When I finally got home, I checked the time. It was 4:17 a.m. The trip should have taken 20 minutes, but 4 hours had passed. The next day, I went back to that taxi rank. I described the taxi: white minibus, blue stripes, no radio. The rank marshal frowned. "You mean the one that crashed in 2003? He asked. "Everyone in that taxi died. It never made it past the Engen station. I still take taxis sometimes, but never at night. And whenever one pulls up, engine running and lights dim, I check the driver's eyes just to make sure they're not gray.